So, we've all been there. It's like we had a crazy night of eating foods, like just messing around with our diets. And then we wake up in the morning and we say, oh, we're gonna starve ourselves and eat once. And then one day goes by, 2 days go by, 3, 4, 5, 6 days go by. And we get on the scale and we see we've lost so much weight. But then we just feel tired and like we can't do it anymore. So we start eating and eating and eating and eating. And eventually we gain all the weight we lost back, okay? Now this is a common problem with many people because, they don't understand weight loss properly yet. So they think in order to lose weight, they have to starve themselves, okay? In theory, this is right, but it's probably not the right thing to do. So the first thing we need to find out is what is fat loss, okay? And fat loss is consistently eating fewer calories than you burn. If you do this on a long enough time frame, you'll eventually lose calories. You'll lose weight. So for me, I was about 110 kilo and I did an aggressive calorie deficit, which is, I don't advise people to do, but you can do it, okay? So I did that and I lost around like 10 kg in like 3 months, okay? That's what I did. And I've managed to keep it all off, okay? So if you're trying to lose weight, you don't need an extreme deficit. Let's say your base calories are 3,500 a day. You only need, your deficit should be 500. So you should be eating 3,000 calories a day, okay? That kind of deficit is moderate and it's sustainable for the long term. Because with weight loss, it's not some short-term thing. Our goal is to like turn our lifestyle into this weight loss thing. So every single day for the rest of our lives, we have to be eating like this. So if you don't see yourself living with this deficit, it's probably not right for you. That's my general rule, okay? So people think starving works so well, like especially amongst women, you see this, but I'm here talking to guys. So I know most guys don't starve themselves, but for the ones that think it's normal, let me tell you why it backfires. So when you starve yourself, you eat extremely low calories, like it's just too low for you. So when you do this, you lose water, you lose muscle, and you lose a little bit of fat, okay? But because it's not a natural process to your body fights back and it crashes your energy levels, it raises your hunger hormones, it lowers your NEAT. And NEAT is your basic everyday calories outside the gym. Those are the calories you burn outside the gym from like showering, just walking around, doing all that. And then next, you burn fewer calories at rest. At the end of the day, this leads to excessive binge eating, fat regain, and it messes up your metabolism for a while. So yeah, you can lose weight by starving yourself, but in the long run, it's generally not the right thing to do. Like if you've got a wedding that you have to attend in the next 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, yeah, you can starve yourself. But if you're generally trying to cut weight for a very long time, don't starve yourself. Like it's not smart to do. So now your question may be, how can I speed up fat loss without starving? So the first thing you need to do is find out your base metabolic rate, okay? This is generally the rate you burn without any exercise, okay? So I don't know my specific one now because I'm not really trying to lose weight, but I would say around 2,500 calories, okay? So if I find out my base metabolic rate is 2,500 calories, the deficit I want to aim for is around, I want to eat between 2,000 and 2,200 calories a day. If I do this for a long enough time frame, I'll lose weight, okay? The next way you can lose weight without starving yourself is increasing your NEAT. And what this basically is like increasing your movement throughout the day. So obviously you have your base metabolic rate. So that's the calories you burn without doing anything, because your body generally just burns calories for just being there, okay? Then next you have the calories you're burning from the gym. That's gonna be like 300 to 500 around that area. And then after that is the calories from your everyday life. So if you want to lose weight without starving yourself, you can walk like 10,000 to 15,000 steps daily. Or you can like take steps while you're doing small things, drop and do push-ups, short walks after meals. Doing the small stuff like this is going to allow you to burn more calories throughout your day without actually going to the gym, which is going to let you burn more calories and then you will be able to eat more or burn more throughout your day, which will make your weight loss. The next thing is prioritizing high protein meals. The reason you should be eating more high protein meals instead of high carb meals is because protein keeps you fuller for longer, it protects your muscles, and it increases the calories burned from digestion. To be honest, like if you're trying to lose weight, it doesn't necessarily matter if you eat carbs or proteins or all this stuff, but certain food groups give you certain more advantages. So if you're trying to lose weight, I highly suggest you eat more protein, higher protein meals, because you'll feel so much better. The next is fill your plates up with high volume foods and low calorie foods. What I mean by this is that there's certain foods that you eat that they're so large, you can have so much of it and there's so little calories. And there's other foods you have where you eat a little bit and there's so many calories. So stuff like salads, vegetables, and fruits, you can eat a lot of that and it has little calories. So we want to prioritize that into our diet. This allowing us to eat more food without like wasting calories. So for instance, let's say it's late at night and you want a snack. Instead of reaching for the bag of chips, you go for the strawberries. You can eat so many more strawberries and you'll burn so many calories. You won't waste all your calories on a snack. And the last thing you should do is lift weights consistently. Strength training preserves the muscles, shapes your physique, and keeps your metabolism high. Although like you're gonna lose weight the fastest and the most if you do cardio, I still think weightlifting is really important. Like when you lift weights, you create little tears in your muscles, right? And in order for your body to repair those tears, it uses calories, obviously. So what happens is that when you're resting and you lift lots of weights, your body burns more calories trying to repair the muscles, which means you'll burn more calories just sitting around doing nothing and resting. So the next thing is that I want to give you recommended eating times. So when we're trying to lose weight, we can't be bums anymore. So there's no more waking up at 12 p.m., 2 p.m. If we want to lose weight, we have to wake up early in the morning, you know? The later you wake up, you just feel shit about yourself and then you're going to overeat. So from now on, we wake up at 8 a.m. So this is what I followed, this is what I did, and I lost so much weight. So I'd wake up at 8 a.m., I would go about my day, then I'd have my first meal of the day at 2 p.m., right? And then like I have high protein, so I'm full for the rest of the day. Then I have my next meal around 7 or 8 p.m. And I did that every day for a month, staying in a calorie deficit, making sure I hit my steps and lifting weights, and I was able to lose so much weight in a few months. So let's say you're following all this and you want to wonder if you're really progressing or not. This is how. Fat loss is done right when you're slightly hungry sometimes, but you're not miserable, okay? Like, look, we're human. You're gonna be hungry. That's normal for fat loss. Like, that's normal, okay? But we're not supposed to be overly hungry. Like, we're going to be hungry, but it's gonna be tolerable, okay? You should still have energy to do things like work, gym, social life, all that, yeah? So if you find yourself to the point where you can't do any of those things, then your deficit is too much and you need to increase the amount you're eating. And yeah, even though like our goal is to lose weight, but fat loss is meant to be enjoyed. There's no point of going through this long process if you're not going to enjoy it. Yes, you're gonna have some bad foods that you don't really like, but it's good. So this is what I recommend for you. Every week you're consistent with your diet and gym, give yourself one cheat day. And trust me, it's gonna make the world of difference. So, so the final point of this video is that you don't have to suffer to shred fat. You have to be smart and consistent, right? In this video, I've explained to you what you actually need to do to lose weight, okay? I've explained what calories are and all that, and you don't actually have to starve yourself. Losing weight is not like this hard process that no one can do. It's just being consistent and smart about what you eat, okay? Most people don't actually lose weight. It's not because they're dumb or there's something wrong with them. They don't lose weight because they don't actually understand what they're eating. So if you put all the points Now, I said in this video, if you add this to your daily life, trust me, you'll lose weight. So I just want to give you 10 quick tips to recap on what I've said. Eat enough protein every day. Keep steps above 10K every single day. That's a non-negotiable. Stay in a moderate calorie deficit. Don't try overdo it. Like, patience is key. Lift weights 3 to 4 times a week. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Focus on whole foods 80% of the time. That's what I was saying about the one cheat day. Stay hydrated daily. Be patient. Trust the boring work. Audit yourself weekly if progress stalls. And never slash calories aggressively. You'll always regret it later. So if you follow these tips, trust me, you're going to lose weight.